Greetings fellow 7 Days to Die fans and gamers, this is Small Archangel. Welcome back to 7 Days to Die Alpha 13.6. It's day 4 and I have just been down in the building where we are sort of temporarily basing ourselves. I have made myself a chest here and I've put as much stuff in there as I possibly can for the minute. I'm going to keep that because I'm going to get a stack of wood. We're going to get some resources today, and I've just destroyed a sofa in order that I can make myself a sleeping bag, because we need to set ourselves a spawn point sort of pretty quickly, really. Apart from anything else, there's that slight issue I mentioned in the last episode where if we don't set ourselves a spawn point and we die and respawn at our previous one, yeah, it could be fun. We could end up bugging out horribly because I will do. Yeah, because my old spawn point, well, it doesn't really exist anymore, so that would not be fun. Okay, so I have emptied my inventory, or more or less. I will just put those cloth fragments away. We need fairly badly actually to, obviously we need to gather resources, but we also need to learn some more recipes. I have got, if we look at my character, such as I'm wearing is pretty trashed actually. I could set up a forge here, but having spent all that time and all the effort in making the forge, I don't want to set it up here. I want to wait till I've actually got somewhere secure to put it, which means my mining helmet is probably going to die. So I'm actually going to take that off for the time being and only use it if I really need to, because every time a zombie punches me in the head, the mining helmet cops for it. So we're going to try and preserve it, because I need forged iron to repair the thing with. And yeah, oddly enough, I don't have any. So, take that as well. And I'm just going to place those. Hello, where's the door? Next to the door. Because that is my feeble attempt at security. Oh, we may as well just go in here. But primarily what I want to do today is try and find a location for our new base. This is kind of my overriding concern, because the sooner we get that, ooh, nice. That might be better than the one I'm wearing, certainly is. Let's just scrap that one, and we'll scrap that. Nice. Yeah, we want to get ourselves set up as soon as possible. It's day 4, yeah. The clock's ticking. Ooh, hello, auger schematic. Go. I did find another schematic last night, by the way, just in one of the rubbish bags that was on the roof there, for the spike club, so that's nice. We can make that now. Shotgun. Let's have that. Oh, looks like I might have learned that one already, actually. It's a bit strange that you can currently learn a recipe twice. I can remember that being the case back in Alpha 12 for a while as well, before they fixed it. Looks like that's back. Right, so again, I'm going to leave those inside the door rather than have any in my inventory. Although, goodness knows, sometimes it's a good idea to keep them in your inventory, because that way you don't come back with a full inventory, pursued by zombies and unable to shut the door behind you. Okay, so we've got this lovely, lovely POI here. We've got frozen biome at that end of it. We've got a real mixture of biomes around here, actually, which is great. Whether there's a water source or not, I don't know. We do have a kind of temporary water source in that swimming pool right there. That does occur to me. But whether we can find a lake or something, well, that's a different matter. Now, I have run out of stone, and we do need to make a new axe. So I guess the first thing I'll do is that. Come on. Okay, that should be enough to make myself a new stone axe. I've also made myself a new club last night, which was a useful thing to do as well. And we're just gonna head on down this way for the time being. As I say, I don't want to set up my base in town for obvious kind of huge amounts of spawns, reasons. Besides which, as I say, I don't like to draw too much aggro towards the lovely, lovely buildings with all the loot in them, because I don't want those collapsing due to... Hello, this is nice. Chicken rations, nice. That I think we can probably scrap, because I believe I'm wearing some better ones already. And that I will scrap. And actually that I will scrap. For the moment, I am not going to bother collecting... I might keep that spare. I'm not going to bother collecting any gun parts. It strikes me there isn't much point if I'm not going to be using them. Plus, if I get to a point where I think, right, I'm going to start learning gun sort of crafting and use now to further up my level, that's fine, we can do that. But I think I missed it. Do we have a road out of town? Yeah, we do. I want to go down there and see. But yeah, if I want to, you know, sort of at a later date do that, then that's absolutely fine, and we can do that. But by that point, my scavenging skills will be much better, and so I'll be scavenging really worthwhile gun parts as well. That's the theory. Okay, now, yeah, okay, so we'll just check out this corner of the POI, because we haven't looked this far before. And there's lots of residences, which is going to be good looting. And we may find that even without a water source, we have enough water, you know, just from looting sort of cupboards or whatever. I'm hoping so, because at the moment, water sources, there just aren't enough of them around for a survival game, to be quite honest. There's very little around. Okay, I think this is just residential around here. Got you in the face. Die like a decent... There we are. I'm not sure if I call that decent, but... Oh, hello. Aviator goggles. Now, that's pretty cool. There we go. What's the stats on those? 10%. Yeah, they need forged iron as well, of course. So, we need to get that forge up and running. Oi, come on. Of course, it's not gonna... Seriously, that just went through him. He's such a cheat. Whoa. No, it sounded like he was right behind me. They had improved the... Oh, yeah, we'll have that. They had improved the directional sound, but it's gone off again. Now it sounds like they're right behind you, and they're really not. Okay, so this is just... Yeah, oh, we have a little path there. It might be worth following that. Just in case there's a water source. Ooh, wood. Don't mind if I do. We're going to have to do a bit of resource grinding today. As I say before, I'm not going to do all my resource grinding on camera. It's a bit boring, quite frankly. But I do tend to sort of video every little bit for the first couple of weeks, because that's, you know, the bit where you're doing the setup. That's... Wow, this is steep. That's the bit that's kind of, yeah, interesting, I guess. And things sort of slow down a little bit after that. At least they always have done to this point. Okay, so I want to make my base not too far from the town, so we can go in for easy loot runs. But I have no idea where this is going. It's going miles. Probably a campsite. They're nearly always campsites. Yeah, the only no, it's an old abandoned house. The only water sources I've found, the only lakes and things that I've actually found, have been in pine forest. So that's one thing that maybe pine forest got going for it. But I mean, realistically, the whole lot needs, you know, any biome needs to have water sources in it, more or less. The desert, less so. You know, I get that. But okay, let's just grab ourselves a little bit of stone here as well, because I'm going to need to make some arrows at some point too. And those lovely iron fragments are going to come in handy also. Yep, there goes my axe. Okay, so we'll at least get this much here. But for today, we're going to say that's probably good enough. I'm going to grab myself... This is future. Thinking about the future for planting. I actually want to turn these into seeds. And the same with the goldenrod. Because I'm wanting to set up a farm as soon as. Now we're going to need we're going to need a hoe before we can do that. But we do have a working stiff tools in our POI, so hopefully we'll be able to do that without too much difficulty. Now we've only got 4 cotton seeds, so I might get myself. I like to sort of have about 8 really. Yeah, this one. There we go, and we'll see if we can find some more goldenrod. It does seem to be rather rarer now than it has before. Oh, there's a bear there. Hey, you. See, he sounds like he's right next to me, but he really isn't. Okay, I think I might scrap that. Go in. And I'm not really collecting lead at this point. Really want to keep what we're collecting, what we're amassing down to a bit of a minimum, because otherwise I'm going to end up with a really painful moving day when we come to have to shift everything. Ideally, I'd like to be able to get everything in my inventory and just go, rather than shuttle back and forth, even though I'm not planning on it being, that great a distance. Ah, there's some goldenrod. We'll have that while we're about it. Okay, recipe is seed. Okay. One of the plants still gives more seeds and you end up with more fruit, and I can't remember whether it's goldenrod. Yeah, it is goldenrod. There we go. We only had to scrap 2 of those to get 8, whereas you need to scrap twice as many cotton, for example, or potatoes or anything to get seeds. Okay, so here we are, back to our town. It's always tempting to kind of build on towns. Apart from anything else, there's these big sort of empty lots now where we could place ourselves a nice base. But as I say, we do tend to attract rather a lot of aggro, not only to our base, which is fair enough, but you don't really want hordes passing through your favourite store on their way to give your base a pounding, because they can be very destructive. Okay, let's have some breakfast. Okay, so I think we've got a road here, so I think we'll go check that out. The next episode we're going to do a loot run, so we're gonna check out all the stores in town. But for now, really what I want to do, as I say, set up a base, and probably once we've decided, because it's going to take a while to build our base, it's going to be so tempting. Yeah, I will take that just because it's so difficult to come by these days. Yeah, we'll head off down here. Interesting. That isn't the way I came in, is it? No, I came in there, but we had a similar huge shelf. Yeah, so I would have said, once we know where we're going to build our base, even if we don't get a chance to actually do much in the way of building today, we'll set up a drop box kind of chest there, and then we can shove things in it, and then stuff's on location where we need it. Oh, my scavenging skill went up to level 15. This is nice. Hello, piggy. Wow, this is roller coaster steep. This is crazy, but at least as long as we can get up and down it on foot and later by bike, this is good. Did you call? Wow, it's kind of difficult shooting on this gradient. You can see how steep it is just looking at this guy. Yeah. Yeah, he kind of can't lie down on it until... Okay, I think we might have lost our loot there. Yeah, that does happen on big, steep hills. And that's kind of interesting as well. I think we'll just have a bit of a loot at that, because... pickaxe! Sweet! Yep, that was worth doing. There's another car down here, so I might similarly have a fossick in that. Let's see what's in the rubbish as well. You never know what you might find in rubbish. Gas cans. Go on then. I can't remember if we had a gas station in our POI. I think I haven't looked everywhere in the POI yet, but it might be the one thing we're missing. But we know there's one. No, there's not one there. There's one way back. somewhere over here. There we go, past some gas. And there's probably one somewhere else around here as well. Anyway, it's probably going to be a while before we get hold of a... oh, we've got a path here. Let's give this a... check this out. It's going to be probably a while before we get a mini bike anyway, let's face it. Oh, we have a house. Just looking at... oh, looks like we've got a cave system here as well. Though they're as buggy as all get out at the moment. I'll be looking out for patches of coal ore as well. We did bring some with us, but not massive amounts. Is this the cave system here? As they stand, caves are more big holes in the ground that you just fall into. Oh yeah, you can see that could be quite nasty. If I fell down there, I would almost certainly get a broken leg, and I'm not sure if I'd be able to get out again either. But it might be worth checking this out. Once we've got some wood frames at our disposal, I need to make a load for our base anyway. But once we've got some wood frames at our disposal, so we know we can get ourselves out of a tight spot, we'll go down there. I'm sorry, where are you? Down the hole, by any chance? Of course, if we can fall down it, so can the zombies. Yeah, there we go. Hello. He'll be digging it out even more, won't he? So we'll just stop that right now. I'm hot, apparently. I think I've probably still got my coat on from last night. Excellent, there we go. Yes, I do. Okay, we've just about got space to take that off. It's amazing how quickly the inventory space fills up. Okay, so there's a big cave in the middle of that path. And then we have a house. Which is on top of the cave. Excellent. I'm not sure if I'll be going in there then, because it's not going to be structurally sound, is it? A little bit nervous about walking around here, to be honest. Yeah, that house looks like death waiting to happen, really. I'm really not convinced by that at all, because look at this. Oh yeah, that looks like a really bad idea. There's lots of clay though, so that's nice. But I don't really want a house landing on top of me. Yeah, there's going to be lots of sort of mushrooms and potassium. Oh my god, that was close. Potassium nitrate, which we can find here as well, but that is lethal. So yeah, caves at the moment, yeah. Bit of a spawn fail and a complete hazard to the health. I think probably another zombie down a hole. Yeah, I can definitely hear a zombie down there. Hey ho, nothing I can do about it. So that cave system is going to get dug out even more by that zombie. Okay, so we're going to head on down this road a little way, see if we can find any more places of interest. There's plenty of trees here as well, so I think I'll probably... and rocks, so I think I'll probably do a little bit of foraging for resources as well. We definitely need some wood today, so let's say I want to make some frames, and with those we can either ooh. Have I got any? Can I get any? Yeah, I can get some wood. Yeah, we'll just scrap those, and then we've got the space to grab ourselves some wood. Okay, so actually this looks like it might not be a bad place to set up base. It's reasonably level, and it's right next to the road, which I quite like, because we've got a level surface. And when it comes to building tower base, I do like to build on a level surface. You have to do a bit of clearing of the terrain, but that's fine. We can do that, because if you can build on a level surface, it makes life easier at the end of the day if you come to sort of upgrade the ground underneath the base. Also means that the zombies are less likely to dig. Although I might be more likely to dig because there's clay deposits here, frankly. That might be useful, although I don't want to dig out first. So yeah, I think we might possibly call this a good location. It's near that cave system, but it's not on top of it. The good thing with the caves being like this is you can see exactly where they are, and I don't think that it'll reach this far. We can check out that cave anyway, and just to make absolutely sure, but for now I'm going to flag that with a quick waypoint, just to let us know that this is going to be a good place to start. And we may as well do a little bit of clearing. Ooh, no, I didn't mean to grab that clay. I can't anyway. Oh, rats. There's nothing I can... Oh, no, we could scrap that down. Okay, we may as well grab that clay. Alright, so I might... I'll probably leave most of the clearing till later, because I say our main priority now we've found this is probably to collect some wood. Okay, so probably the other side of the road is going to be a good place to do that. And like a good little eco warrior, I will replant all the trees I take out. Okay, so it's getting a little bit late. I think I've picked up more or less as much wood as I can manage anyway. Another tree, I'd probably have too much of it. So we're going to leave it at that for the time being. But I did want, as I say, to make a kind of a drop box here so that we've got somewhere to leave our gear in the meantime. So I've got a very full inventory at the moment. So it's a little bit challenging to try and craft anything, really. So I'm just going to take out the grass next to the road so we can easily see where stuff's going. Yeah, I'm going to need to make another one of those. But before I do, we're going to look in my favourites menu, make a storage chest, which will appear in my hand. I'm going to place that here. And then we're going to put everything in there. Now, I'm just going to put that on my head because we're going to need it soon. Stack that properly. Put the wood in it. Oh, actually, no. I will take some of that wood at least because I want to be able to craft some... that's cloth. I want to be able to craft some wooden frames with that tonight, so I'll take it with me. We'll have everything else more or less in here, and I will organise this a little bit better later on, but for the time being it's a little bit random. Puffer coat, I guess I could probably keep that on me for the minute as well, and I'll take my stones because then I might be able to make myself some arrows too. And then I've got a couple of I've got a spare club there. Okay, that'll do for now. Oh, and clay. I will just bung clay there as well. Okay, great. So I'm going to get myself making wood frames. Let's see, how many can we make? 80. Excellent. So we'll get making those. And oh, I was going to make myself... Oh, cannot pick things up. It's so difficult. Going to make myself a stone axe actually, and so I think we might just cancel that for the minute. Okay, and then we will just do a little bit more lawn mowing. Okay, well, time is getting on, so we probably ought to have that too. We probably ought to get off. Back to our temporary base now. I actually leveled up while I was doing that, so that's something we've got to do as well before the end of this episode. There we go. And I've got, yeah, 1 wood there, but that's fine. I'll just keep that. I'll need some wood to do some arrows with anyway when we get back to base. So, let's head back to base. Before we do that, no, it's 9:10. We've got to get back to base pronto before we get overwhelmed with zombies who are running. So, we've got a few of those frames crafting now, so the next episode we can very much whiz down here and sort of start constructing that base. I do want to do a loot run on the town because this is going to take me ages to get up. Where's a lift when you need one? Yeah, I want to do a loot run on the town because we need to gather as many supplies as we can, food and what have you. But yeah, I think number one, we've got to make ourselves somewhere secure, or as secure as we can for that day 7 horde. That's always not enough days away, certainly in the first instance. We're kind of still playing catch up because obviously we had at least built the first bit of our base before. Now we've got some way to go. Okay, I'll just put my torch on. And as per usual, my base is kind of too far away, really. So let's hope town is quiet, because here we go. There we are. And secure, or at least as secure as a person can be around here. Okay. Up we go. Alright, so let's see, we've got all this stuff in here. I've got some feathers, I've got some plant fibres. I'm going to make myself some arrows. I've got some frames there, so we've got 61 of those now. We've got the rebar that we brought with us from last time. I've got some wood there as well. We're still making frames. I don't know how many there are to go. And I've got another glass jar. Okay, we've got a ton of glass jars, and I think actually I might leave those there. No, because we'll probably be moving stuff from here to our base before long anyway. And we've got 6 more of those. Still crafting them. Cool. So before we finish today, then this episode, let's spend our skill points. We've got 30 points available. We are level 23. Wow. We've got 28 in archery, armor smithing. Yeah, we're still pretty bad at armor smithing, so let's just bump that up to 10 because I think that's going to be really useful actually. And then we've got 13 points available, so it actually takes it out of us quite a lot when we you get to the higher level. Obviously it's more expensive. Light armor, I'll purchase light armor as well for obvious reasons. Quality jar I'm going to leave because, as I said before, you can end up, we'll purchase toolsmithing. You can end up with, sort of outstripping yourself in terms of, gathering more good stuff than you're actually capable of repairing. And light armor, we can purchase another upgrade, so let's do that. Alright, and 0 points available, so there we go. I haven't got my coat on, but it doesn't look like we need it at the moment, so that's fine. I have leather gloves which are nearly dead. I don't have the ability to make those or indeed repair them because we haven't found the leather tanning book yet. So this is fairly poor. Actually, did I find those? No, I think I've learned iron leg armor and animal hide we can make, but leather we cannot. I do not have the, let's see, do I have the recipe for leather? Not if you spell it with a J, you don't. Leather unlearned. No, we don't. So that is what we definitely want to look out for tomorrow. For now, let's see, what can I... Is there anything good I can cook here? I can cook some antibiotics once I've got some potassium nitrate. In the meantime, yeah, I guess I want to make some eggs, but I've not got that much water spare, actually. So, for the time being, yeah, I might make myself... We've got beer. Who needs coffee when you have beer? We should be absolutely fine. Okay, so I'm going to craft some arrows. And, yeah, in the meantime, where's my favourites? Weapons. There we go. How many can we make? 90. Nice. Okay, so I'm going to craft myself some arrows here in the dark. And I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, show your appreciation in the usual way. Hit that like button. Do feel free to leave me a comment. As ever, I will try and respond. And until I see you next episode, keep gaming, keep surviving, and stay happy. Bye-bye for now.